Save this time from the Rotherham goalkeeper. Both goalkeepers doing really, really well. It's a surprise because so far in this series, all we've seen is goalkeeper blunders. And there's another one. What is it with goalkeepers in League One? Hello everybody, welcome back to the Unfan Podcast. Now your phone isn't broken, your screen hasn't been knackered. Basically what has happened here is the first goal for the Sheffield Wednesday and the intro to this episode of the podcast, the video and audio file has corrupted. So basically you have no sort of intro, how you doing sort of bit, and you don't have the first reaction to the first Sheffield Wednesday goal. They do win the game of course 2-0, you've just got the reaction to the absolute goalkeeper blunder, that is still in there, but all the footage, video and audio has been corrupted in front of that. So I thought I was going to scrap the video and I was like, there pretty much isn't any point in me scrapping it when I've still got 11 and a half worth of goal reactions and game reactions to go. So I do apologise Sheffield Wednesday fans and Rotherham fans, I really, really do. I promise it won't happen again, but I just thought there's no real point in me scrapping a whole podcast episode because I've only missed one goal and half of a game. Anyway, enough of me talking. It'll be back to normal as soon as I finish speaking now. Hope you enjoy the episode of the podcast. Subscribe and leave a like, and yeah, see you in a bit. Save this time from the Rotherham goalkeeper. Both goalkeepers doing really, really well. It's a surprise because so far in this series, all we've seen is goalkeeper blunders. And there's another one. What is it with goalkeepers in League One? I was just saying how we've had some great goalkeeper performances in this game. And then the goalkeeper, he holds on to it. Everyone's turn. It's like they hold on to it. Right, we'll continue with the game. And he just drops it. He fumbles it. I don't know what he's doing with it, to be honest. And it just falls so loosely. And then Gregory in the 77th minute can just poke it in the back of the net. And it's just so ironic that as soon as I talk about how well the goalkeeper's done in this game and compare it to some awful goalkeeper blunders we've already seen in this series since we started doing this, and then that happens right as I say it. Absolutely typical. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to Bolton Wanderers. Let's travel the 6 hours I did up to the Bolton Wanderers, the University of Bolton Stadium, to watch Bolton against Oxford United. Let's see how this game went. So here we go then at the University of Bolton Stadium. 3 o'clock kickoff as we know. Bolton against Oxford United. Both teams unbeaten going into this game. Jack Stevens kicks it straight out to attempt to Steve Seddon, but it's headed back to Thornley for the Oxford United defender. Gets head back. It's a bit of a game of ping pong. Quite a scrappy start to this game from what I can see here. I'm saying that even though I was actually out the game. Really good tackle in there. And Sam Winnell finds a beautiful pass over. Is it so beautiful? We'll check in just a second. A potential call for handball. And Matty Taylor can just walk it into the back of the net. Now here we go then, the controversial moment. Everyone's been asking me, Jack, what do you think of this goal? Should it have been count? Should it count? Should it be disallowed? This, that or the other? For me, the actual replay, I can't actually see if he's onside because the replay on the highlights and all the different, I'm trying to find these different angles. There is actually no suggestion from what I can see to actually determine whether or not it was onside or offside. From what it looks like, if he's inside his own half, obviously he's guaranteed onside. But when the ball is kicked, he's definitely inside, definitely on the opposition side of the area and side of the pitch, which means he would have to be offside, in my opinion. Now, I don't care, to be quite honest with you, because at the end of the day, it didn't mean anything with the goal. It didn't mean anything with the game, that goal in particular. It definitely didn't determine the result in any way. And it did touch his hand. So put that all together, that goal definitely would have been disallowed in VAR terms. Either way, Oxford United do go 1-0 up. However, you'll pretty quickly realise that this game certainly is not over, because Bolton Wanderers, before half-time, find some room. Really, Goren doesn't get the tackle in. No one can block it. He shoots him outside the area and it goes in. And it's 1-1. And then suddenly you're thinking, and I can be honest, that game felt like it was a game of the first half. The first half of the first half was Oxford United, and then the second half of the first half was Bolton. And then Bolton just came out with such power, with such determination. They took the lead from Doyle, a flick on. The Ginger Pele tucks it away from the header from the corner. And that actually came from our corner as well, which is very, very disappointing. And yeah, in the end, obviously that Matty Taylor goal that would have been disallowed didn't mean anything. But Doyle comes forward again. It looks like it's gone in. It looks like it's gone in. I can see behind the goal. They think it's definitely scored. Oxford United defenders are asking whether or not it's onside. Either way, it doesn't matter. The goal does not stand. It does not hit the back of the net. That's why it doesn't stand. Question marks whether the Matty Taylor one should have stood. But here come Oxford United again. We're desperate to try and get something from this game. Nathan Holland does really, really well in the penalty area. Driving through, dribbling through. Gavin White. How's he missed that? Absolute sitter from Gavin White. over the crossbar. And he's got his head in his hands because he knows how big of a goal that would have been if that had gone away. And a point there would have been a really, really good point. But either way, a lot of controversy with that first goal through Matty Taylor. But Bolton came out. And I think Oxford Utd did well. I think we had a decent game. But Bolton Wanderers got the all-important win. And they got the all-important 2 goals that got on that victory. So fair play to them. It finishes Bolton 2, Oxford United 1. Next, then, we're going to be heading to Abbey Stadium for Cambridge United against Burton, who've had a very, very good start to this season under Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. And here come Burton straight away down this left-hand side, doing really, really well to try and get in this Cambridge area. And they do. They take a strike off. Good save from the goalkeeper. Held it well. Nothing for them to worry about there. Really good effort in midfield. Then Burton come forward once again. They're through on goal here. That number 14, that one that's got a lot of goals so far this season. Well, definitely had a few chances. I know what he's about because he has been involved in quite a few things. But Cambridge United come forward here, and it's a really, really good effort from Burton. Actually, from the corner, he attempts it, and here come Cambridge United again. Here they come forward. It's been quite all Burton, I'd say so far, but big deflection, and it's in. And Burton have scored. Smith has scored for Cambridge. I'm pretty sure he scored once again. I'm pretty sure he scored recently, or was that another Smith? We've seen a few Smiths, and he's actually going to go over. And he's got a t-shirt here from the dugout, and I don't know exactly who he is dedicating that goal to, but fair play to the lad. He's dedicating that goal to someone that must mean some severe importance to him or to Cambridge United, and that's lovely to see. A fantastic touch from him. And Cambridge United are now 2-0 up because it's Hamer with the own goal for Burton Albion. And really, really not good from him. The ball goes into the penalty area. I can see this again. The ball comes in to the penalty area. Really good cross. And it's just taken... I mean, what has he done there? That number 37. I mean, can he do much about it? It has sort of hit him. But it is 2-0. And Adkins goes and runs to get the ball really, really quickly and get that out of the way. And try and restart play for Burton. But Cambridge are over with their fans celebrating, as you would imagine. And it is 2-0 to them in this game. And Cambridge come forward again. Another ball into the penalty area. Another big deflection. And it's Hamer again with another own goal. It's 3-0 and it's 2 own goals from Hamer. And Burton Albion try and get something from this game. Can they? It's a shot. It's off the line. It's in. It's not in. It's our way. Absolute scrambling the penalty area. Over the bar it goes. And that's probably when Burton fans were thinking, it's just probably not our day. And at the end of that, it finishes Cambridge 3, Burton Albion 0. Burton starts the season. He's crumbling in front of their eyes after this game because it is 3-0 on the day at Abbey Stadium. It finishes Cambridge 3, Burton Albion 0. Right, let's go to the Valley then for Charlton against Wigan. Really, really interesting game. This Charlton need to get back to winning ways. Wigan Athletic want to continue their pretty decent start to this season. Here come Wigan straight away on this right-hand side. I believe it's Lang with the ball. Dribbling on the edge of the area. Gets the ball into the penalty area here. It's a header that hits the crossbar and away, and Charlton Athletic can clear the ball. Here come Wigan once more. This time on their left-hand side. They're really... going really with a real attacking mentality against Charlton. They're really going at it in this first half from what I can see. Ball into the penalty area. Great save from the goalkeeper. Like a certain goal, and he in the end held it. Really good save from him. And then into the penalty area again, and somehow that's not hit the back of the net. Charlton, like they're really hanging on here. Wigan come forward once more. And this time it doesn't go in either. I mean, Charlton are really, really struggling, and Wigan are really knocking on the door. But here comes Charlton again now in this second half. Effort here on the outside of the penalty area. They're going to have room to shoot. He is going to have a strike. This time it goes wide of the post. It did take a deflection. It's a corner ball according to the referee. Now into the penalty area. Holding the ball up well here, Charlton, in that penalty area. Goes across goal, and any more of a powerful flick on there. And that's hit the back of the net. Wigan goal kick. And it's a really, really good header away, but only back to the Wigan man in midfield. Now what's he going to do? He can turn, he can try and find the effort. He does. He goes on this right-hand side. Here's Wigan again. Ball into the penalty area. Great ball in the penalty area. Can anyone get a touch on it? It's a really good save. Once again from the Charlton Athletic goalkeeper. He kept them in this game, there's no doubt about it. Here come Wigan once more, knocking on that door, knocking pretty heavily, you could say. Ball into the penalty area. It's going to be a really, really good header from Darikwa. A really, really good header. I believe it's the fullback that comes forward and heads it in the 88th minute, and Wigan Athletic are leading. But here they come forward again. They're not done yet. Their business has not been done yet because McLean is through. McLean goes round the goalkeeper. It's an open net. It finishes here. Wigan Athletic 2, Charlton nil, and a fantastic performance from Wigan. They were knocking on that Charlton door really, really hard. You can see the stats here. Wigan dominated position. They had 13 shots, 4 of which were on target. Wigan Athletic deserved the win, and Charlton continue a pretty bad start to this season. Wigan win by 2 goals, which is Charlton 0, Wigan 2 at the Valley. Right, here we go then. Crewe against Accrington Stanley at the Alexandra Stadium. Let's see what's going to happen here. Crewe, of course, lost on Tuesday night to Oxford United by 1-0. I was there. I watched it. They did a decent job against Oxford. Oxford didn't play well, but here come Accrington Stanley straight away on this right-hand side. Shot. Asking for handball. They're not going to get it. Referee says no and goes and points out for a corner ball. Ball into the penalty area here. It's going to be a header in front of the goalkeeper. It's punched away and only falls to the Accrington man, Nottingham, who scores pretty bad defending from the corner from a Crewe perspective, but Accrington will certainly take it. Another chance here onto the crossbar, the same man that asked for had the shot in the first bit, and that's not going to count. It's going to hit the crossbar. Here come Crewe on this right hand side. Are they going to get anything from this game? Ball into the penalty area. Back to goal. Strike from long range. Good save from the Accrington goalkeeper. Here comes the number 14 coming forward. He's been taken out. Number 6 off a forward who I think has already been booked here. It's going to be a second yellow. He's off. And that is it. His day's done. Crewe Alexandra have now announced 10 men and are losing 1-0. Really, really not great day for Crewe. Was it on Saturday? It finishes Crewe 0, Accrington 1. So I must do a quick apology for the Portsmouth fans, because the first week we did this, I didn't actually react to their game because the highlights weren't available when I recorded it. The second week, they did win 1-0. I got them to react to their only goal of the game, but nothing really happened in there, so it was really quite a short reaction. And then this week, they've drawn 0-0 with Doncaster, so there's no real reason for me to react to that. There was no red card in the game, there's no real action in that. So yeah, there's no real need for me to react to that game, but either way, I haven't forgotten about you, Portsmouth. You did just draw the game 0-0. And that isn't just because you're Portsmouth and Doncaster. That would be for whatever happens. If there's any 0-0 game, I probably won't react to it, other than if there is sort of some real controversial moment, red card, etc. I probably won't react to it because I just don't really see the point in doing that. So I do apologise for you for that. But either way, I think we just move to Fleetwood against Cheltenham. Let's see what happened in this game, because I can tell you something, it's a little bit more exciting than a 0-0 draw. So starting off in this game then, Fleetwood against Cheltenham. Here come Cheltenham straight away. They're going forward here, ball through, and it's going to be, I believe it's Wright with the effort. Wright shoots, Wright scores 1-0 to Cheltenham after just 8 minutes of play. Very, very interesting stuff there. They take the lead. Really good effort there from Fleetwood. They're knocking on the door. It's going to be another corner. Number 3 swings the ball into the penalty area. Who's it going to be? It's going to fall on the head of Clark, who makes it 1-1. Fleetwood Town equalise. It's 1-1. And, Fleetwood, who have had a pretty bad start to this season, you could say. 4 defeats from 4, equalise here. And Fleetwood have another chance from the corner, another set piece. This time it's going to be a header off the crossbar, cleared away from the Cheltenham man. Is it going to be another corner? Yes, it is. It's going to be a corner. This time the number 24 puts the ball into the penalty area from the corner. It's going to be a scramble. Who's it going to do? Who's going to turn it in? It's going to be finally Johnson who turns it in the 80th minute. It is 2-1 to Fleetwood. They're now winning the game. What can Cheltenham respond, and how can they respond here? It's going to be a ball on this left-hand side. It's going to be the number 3. Bombs fall on this left-hand side of the penalty area. He goes back to Wright, the goal scorer for Cheltenham, in the 8th minute. He took the lead for Cheltenham. The tides has really changed now. He puts the ball into the penalty area. The man, what is he doing? Awful defensive clearance from Fleetwood, and it's gone in. It's 2-2, and it's Alfie May who has scored the goal for Cheltenham. He equalises, but then here come Fleetwood. How can they respond? Number 19 coming forward, feeds the ball through. Feeds the ball through to Morris, I believe. Morris, great turn of pace. Morris goes down. No, nothing given. No, now forced to Morris. It wasn't Morris with the first chance. It was Morris who got the goal in the 90th minute. Fleetwood finally score. It's 3-2. They get their first win of the season. Fair play to Fleetwood. They beat Cheltenham by 3-2. Great game of football. Some great goals. Some calamity defending to go with it as well. 5 goals in that match. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a real game of football. Fleetwood 3, Cheltenham 2. Next game is Gillingham against Morecambe. Let's see what happens in this game. Gillingham start and play the ball out from the back. Comes forward to Gillingham, who can really start an attack here on this right-hand side. It's going to be some dodgy sliding tackles. What's going on there? It falls back straight to it. It falls to the Gillingham man who, how's he missed that? Really, really poor effort from him. In the 4th minute, though, it's Carroll with the strike. The number 24. What a strike that is. What an absolutely wonderful strike that is. A long-range effort from that man. He makes it 1-0 to Gillingham. Holding up the ball well. holding up the ball really, really well. Stockton this time strikes, and it was Stockton the first time. I do apologise. Stockton did have that first strike, and now he actually has scored. A bit of confusion over player names here. I'm not a Morecambe fan, as you can very clearly tell. But it's 1-1 on the day. Gillingham then come forward, and nothing from that. And then a corner to Morecambe straight away, and it's headed into the side netting. Morecambe now come forward on this left-hand side. What can they do here? Morecambe try and gets a ball in the penalty area, holds it up well. Going to be Stockton, my mate Stockton, who has a strike. Nothing from that goes well wide. Gillingham now have a chance. They have a long throw forward. Steve Evans-esque. Lovely long throw. And here come Gillingham again with a strike. Good save from the goalkeeper. Then falls straight to the Gillingham man. What's going to happen here? Ball into the penalty area. Headed away. Back to the man here. What's going to happen here? And he's gone down. And that is not going to be the penalty that I know of, but it did look a little bit ropey there. That's going to be the penalty. He's holding on to him. The referee says no. The referee keeps saying no. And now the referee said yes. Okay, it's taken a while. I'm not being funny. I don't know what he was waiting for there, the referee. There's a few dodgy challenges in some few highlights, but then there was a real scramble in the penalty area. And it's going to be Oliver who steps up, 79th minute, straight down the middle. No question about that. It's 2-1 to Gillingham, and that's how it finishes. Next, then we go to Ipswich, and they played MK Dons. Really, really interesting game this. I don't know what's going to happen here because, of course, Ipswich are not having a very good start to this season. It's going to be straight away. MK Dons coming forward here. Strike, good save from the Ipswich goalkeeper. But so far, you can see Ipswich really need to get some points on the board. They're having a bad start to this season. Ipswich now can roll it out straight from that highlight. Ipswich can come forward. Really doing well on this right-hand side. It's going to be a ball into the penalty, a ball into the feet of the number 11. And now works into the penalty area, as I was just saying there, into the box. Good cross, good header, but over the bar. Good cross. Could be a better header, actually, when you think about it. But MK Dons come forward. Well defended in the end. And now here come Ipswich again. Another really, really good long ball. Can the MK Dons man get there? No, he can't. It's going to be a strike from Bon. And what a goal that is from Bon. That is an absolutely fantastic effort from that lad after this in the 16th minute. A really, really good effort from him. That is a beautiful strike. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful strike. He took that down so well. And then the finish in the roof of the net. An absolutely stunning finish from the Ipswich man. And here come Ipswich once more, but he's dispossessed by the MK Dons lad. And here comes forward now, really, really quickly with pace, with power, with a real want about his play. Here come MK Dons on this right-hand side now. It's going to be a strike, and it's going to be a save from the Ipswich man. Here come MK Dons with a strike. Well, in the end, that looked like it was going to go in, but it's a side netting in the end. Here come Ipswich again. Ipswich come forward. It's going to be a really, really good effort from him to get to that. It's going to look really well defended for MK Dons. They come in the penalty area. It's going to be another strike across goal. Nothing comes of it, and then it's going to be no one to have a go at trying to put that in the ball in the penalty area. He does try once more this time in the penalty area. He's back to goal. Tries, scrambles, and it's missed after all that as well. Well, there we go. What an absolute waste of everyone's time that was. MK Dons then. Goal kick out on this left-hand side. And it's going to be dispossessed again from the Ipswich man. Here come Ipswich once more. Another good save. Onto the post. Rebound. No one's there. Cleared away. Really, Ipswich should be winning this game. Honestly, how are they not winning this game by more than just one goal? Here come MK Dons now. MK Dons coming forward. He's asking for a free kick. The referee says it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick for MK Dons. He strikes, and the goalkeeper once again, has had an absolute disaster, and it's Twine who makes it 1-1. What is it with goalkeepers? Honestly, I just can't get enough of them at the moment, can you? Into the penalty area. Here come MK Dons once more. Let's see how this game can... Any more turns? Any more? Oh, that's actually quite a good save from that goalkeeper. They made a bit of a meal of it, but he did get there in the end. Really good save from him. Here come Ipswich again. Ball into the penalty area. It's my mate Bon who scored a fantastic goal in that first half, and he scored in the second half this time. It's 2-1. Ipswich are now leading. What a boy. What a man. It's 2-1. He goes and celebrates with the fans as well. And here come Ipswich again. And to be honest, how are they not winning this game by more than... they really should be winning this game by more than just one going into it. But MK Dons have one last chance. It's an area. Ipswich come forward now in the penalty area. Really bad touch on that man. Awful touch. And it's going to be O'Reilly who slots it in the back of the net. What is that Ipswich man doing? What is he doing in midfield? He's got caught with an horrific challenge in the end. And honestly, that is really, really poor. In the end, Ipswich can't win this game either against MK Dons. It finishes 2-2 in this game. Really, really bad stuff from Ipswich Town. Either way, it finishes 2-2. Next then it's Shrewsbury against Plymouth. Really, really interesting how this game's going to go, isn't it? Because we've seen both of these sides not having amazing starts to the season. Plymouth have done slightly better. Balling into the penalty area from Shrewsbury straight away. Headed down to the man in the middle, that number 9, and he can't get on the end of that, and it goes well wide. Let's see what else what any more twists and turns we can see in League One so far. Here come Plymouth straight away. Plymouth on this left-hand side. I can't actually see what's going on at the moment because there's some seagulls just running about. I don't know why they're seagulls. They might be any kind of bird, but they're just all over the camera here. But we are going to have a strike. It's going to be Hardy with an effort, and Hardy scores, and it is 1-0 to Plymouth Argyle. Hardy, after 24 minutes, makes it 1-0. Plymouth, they're knocking on the door, but Shrewsbury have a good effort from that strike, and it goes over the bar on that long-range effort. Here come Plymouth again. It's going to be slotted forward. Good tackle in the end. Hardy over to Jeffcott. Jeffcott can finish it. Really good play from Hardy. Really, really not selfish at all. Tries and finds Jeffcott, who does get there in the 50th minute. It's 2-0. Easy as you like. And now here come Plymouth once more. This time it's going to be Hardy again. What a game this man's had. The number 9, Hardy, getting there. Once more, Hardy with another goal. What a finish that is. It's 3-0. Game, set and match. It's 3-0. It finishes Shrewsbury 0, Plymouth 3. Fantastic stuff. Hardy, my man of the match. I've only seen 3 highlights really from him, but he looks like a real player. He looked fantastic in this game. It's 3-0 to Plymouth. Next time we travel to the Stadium of Light as Sunderland play against AFC Wimbledon. Let's see what happens in this game. It's going to be a clearance from Wimbledon straight away. Sunderland, of course, had a very good start to this season, as we know. And here come Wimbledon once more on this right-hand side. They're going to be knocking on the door. They're trying to swing a ball into the penalty area. And it falls to the man who has a strike, and it goes just wide of the goal. Here comes Sunderland straight away in this first half. Ball straight through. Let's see what can happen here. Sunderland can try. Done really well there. Can he have another go at the cherry? Really good save from the goalkeeper there. And here comes Sunderland once more. This time in the second half. Well battled, you could say, from that AFC Wimbledon man. And here comes really good tackle in the end from Sunderland. Really powerful, hard sliding tackle, but no foul at all. And here comes Sunderland. He sends it through here with time, space. And it's a really good save from the AFC Wimbledon goalkeeper. And Wimbledon clear. And here comes McGeady, just inside here. He slots it out to, I believe that's McGeady, and that Sunderland man there. Yes, it is. And here comes Sunderland on this time, right-hand side. And here they come forward. Ball into the penalty area. It's going to be actually a strike and another good save from the AFC Wimbledon goalkeeper. Sunderland having a lot of shots on goal in this game. Corner ball comes into the penalty area. Decent ball, headed away from the AFC Wimbledon man. I don't think anything's going to happen from this, other than a long-range strike from Winchester. Big deflection. And it is 1-0. I said nothing was going to happen from it. But so there is going to be something that's going to happen from it. Because Winchester did take a deflection, I believe. But either way, it finishes 1-0 to Sunderland. Another chance here. Maybe could have been 2. Well blocked. Absolute scramble. No one's going to come of it. It finishes Sunderland 1. AFC Wimbledon 0. And finally we go to the Wycombe Wanderers Stadium. The Adam Parks ground. Let's see what's going to happen in this game. Wycombe have already had a pretty good start to this season. Throwing straight away here. That's the referee says no foul and they can continue here. Wycombe. And actually it's Lincoln that comes forward, but he dribbles too much. That's too much work. It's going to be the Wycombe man coming forward here. He sends it out wide. What's he going to do here? The number 23 on this left-hand side. Tries and puts a ball in the penalty area. He does it. Going to go onto the head of Vokes after 3 minutes. Wycombe make it 1-0. Some pretty poor defending from Lincoln City point of view. And just after 3 minutes, it is 1-0 to Wycombe. Good save, that effort from the Wycombe goalkeeper. Lincoln City having a decent chance there. Here come Lincoln once more. They're coming forward here. Holds up the ball well. Let's see what can happen here. Lincoln City, good battling from that from the centre forward. Lovely ball over the top. Now they're trying to desperately get a ball into the penalty area in the 49th minute. Ball into the penalty area. No one's going to get there. How's that not got in? And that's the end of the game. Wycombe 1, Lincoln City 0. That's how it finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been all the goals, all the big moments across League One this Saturday. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I've been Jack. It's been the Unfan Podcast. Take care. Stay safe. Leave your comments in the comments down below, because that sort of shows your support as well. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all in a bit. Take care.